I'm happy to welcome you back to the first trailer. So I have been away for a while, but the Toyas are working and earning a living, you know, it kind of interferes. But anyway, I'm here now, so let's get into reviewing some movie trailers. Now, not just seeing trailers on TV, also on places like Comic-Con, where they introduce a lot of movie trailers. Now, I mainly focus on comic book movies. That's what dominating the movie theater scene right now. Of course, we're in the in-game season. One that they did introduce that I previewed that got one of the better reactions was Mr. Glass, because it got people excited, but I think it underperformed at the movie theaters. These movies tend to be, with the whole series of Mr. Glass, Unbreakable, Split, they tend to be kind of spread apart, kind of like this show. Oh man. Don't hold me to that. I'm going to do better. Don't worry, I'm here for you now. So let me know what you thought. If you've seen it, if you didn't get to see it in the movie theater, let me know. Besides visiting Comic-Con, I also went to Megacon asking people what they thought about new emerging movie trailers. Last episode we kind of focused on vendors. This time we're going to focus on the cosplay artists, but not the professionals, more like some of the locals that go from venue to venue, do it for fun. So let's check some of that out. What? Better get out my face!
There we go. Ready? It's actually comic version. It's my movie comic.
How you get your hands on a real life?
Doctors line up.
They're kind of hard to come by.
Don't worry, I wasn't gonna dare touch the Tesseract with my bare human hands.
Alright, one more. 3, 2, 1.
You're my favorite Doctor Who.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been the first for many Whovian.
80s, late 70s.
I am the fourth Doctor. I had the longest run from 74 to 80.
Yeah, and those were the spookiest ones. Isn't that crazy weird music? And those monsters, they say it was bad special effects, but they were the creepiest monsters that they had. You know what I mean? It gave Dr. Who, it's like, kind of like creepy science fiction. He was kind of scared doing his episodes, for real. And for some reason, look exactly like him.
I appreciate that, sir.
Okay, and just like my guys from Cat5 Ghostbusters would say,
Oh yeah.
yeah, there was a Doctor Who gathering going on because what it is, Pt.4, I think that's the mean looking Doctor Who. He was signing autographs. But that dude, that was my favorite. He looked just like, that's the one I grew up on. My grandma used to watch that one all the time. But back to these movie trailers, one of them still in the movie theater, Captain Marvel. Now I was big up in that particular movie because I was really anticipating seeing that movie, and I knew there would be, and I liked the trailer. The trailer was, I like reviewing that trailer. Go back to these last couple of episodes and check out me wrapping up these 2018 movie trailers so you can give your idea about movies that you've seen. If you was like, I saw that movie was great, and give me your opinions about those movie trailers. Comment, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram, you can see some of these pictures from Megacon, Comic-Con, so forth. Some of the other movies that we reviewed was What Men Want. That's just now getting out the movie theater. I'm gonna hold off on that. Give you time to hit me back and let me know what you think if you saw that movie. A lot of people were excited about that particular movie trailer. I wasn't sure how I would do, so we'll talk about that on the next one. Also, a movie trailer we previewed back in Halloween was Sematary. That one is still in the movie theaters now. I didn't go see it because it's a scary movie. Like I say, I'm still looking for, I could still use some scary movie previewers because I can't watch the scary movies. I'm sorry, man. So hit me up if you want to be down with that. But anyway, let's go back. Hit back to some Megacon vendors. Let's go back, check that out.
And that character would do it. Yeah. So between that and then the Spider-Man PS4 game just came out, and it's all I can like think about, and I want to play.
What's your name?
Lian.
Lian. I like your work.
Oh, thank you.
I got it down, man.
And that one, so that's a picture.
Yeah.
That's a picture that you did.
I do cosplay prints as well.
Okay.
That and art.
I get 5 minutes.
Check me out, Noc.Arts.
I will do.
An old trusty card under the
Alright.
I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Your glasses.
What happened?
I said you asked for cute with your
Oh,
glasses.
thank you.
I must admit, I was crushing on Leanne. She's a cutie. I had to go back and inquire some more.
Hey Leanne, real quick.
Yeah.
So you custom do these little
Yeah, we paint them and sculpt them. Like, if you have a pop you already have, we can repaint that. Or if you know, like, one that you like, then we can go ahead and order it, repaint it, sculpt it, all that kind of stuff.
She has some real good stuff, though. Check her out on Instagram, get some of that merch, real high quality artwork. I was digging it. Some of the other movies that we also reviewed was Robin Hood. Now, that didn't do anything in the movie theater. I was real hyped up about that trailer. I would suggest you see this on Blu-ray, 4K, videotape, all that stuff. All-star cast had Jamie Foxx, Ben Mendelsohn, who you would know from Captain Marvel. He's a great actor. Tyra Egerton. Of course, he was in all those Kingsman movies. He's in the new Rocket Man, which is a great trailer. It's just that trailer came out way before I had a chance to preview. I like to discuss these trailers when they're brand new trailers that people haven't seen anymore. I'm pretty sure you all seen that trailer for Rocket Man. It's like a great movie. And the fact that he's playing Elton John in that movie is ironic because if you've seen those Kingsman movies, I guess he must have made a good impression on it. Back to Robin Hood, a modern version of it has to do with a lot of stuff going on today. And the thing about that, well, not that trailer, but that movie, at that time when I was talking about redoing old movies, I was referencing Three Musketeers, where I like, which didn't do anything in a movie theater. I'm gonna give you a lot of spoilers for Robin Hood because at the end of Three Musketeers, they set it up to do a sequel. Spoiler alert! I told you! They said the same thing for Robin Hood, set it up for a sequel, but that's not gonna happen. Robin Hood went flat. It was a flop in the movie theater. Decent movie. That's why we do these predictions and see whether or not predictions are right or wrong. Anyway, let's go back into some Megacon. What?
I didn't know corsets were such big business.
Oh yes, they are amazing. Corsets are the way of life. Every woman should own a corset. Like, I'm telling you. Like, look at that one. Look at her. It's her birthday. She feels amazing. She looks
Now as you get
amazing.
used to it,
Okay, every woman should own one. I'm telling you. This is how it is.
What about
Yo.
dudes owning any?
What?
What about dudes owning any?
Yeah, dudes own too. We have guy corsets.
Don't worry, I'm not speaking for myself.
No, too. We still got guys. We got guys that get dressed up all the time. I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Been to Megacon and all that stuff before?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about most of us started at Megacon as one of our first conventions. Yeah.
Okay. So what y'all thinking about going professional? What's up?
Professionals and like professional cosplayers?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have Instagrams. I mean, yeah. I don't really know how to exactly. I can't be like, I can't look at people and just be like, I'm a professional. I'm the ultimate cosplayer. I just decided this morning. I rolled out of bed and I was like,
I think they get paid to go to all the, you know, the Megacon, Comic-Con.
That's true. I mean, people have to request them though. So, yeah, you have to get really high up there to. Yeah. Maybe one day. Yeah.
Hey, but y'all on y'all way though.
Yeah. I think it's too.
Oh, thanks to the vendors, the professional cosplay players, and ladies like that come out there for the fun of it. That goes into this episode and my shout out, but I can't do my shout out before I tie up some loose ends from 2018. Namely, of course, we were celebrating a lifelong live of our friend Stan Lee. During that time, one of my favorite comedians who I actually like because of his tone and his approach on certain issues, made some statements about Stan Lee, which he clarified later. But in addition, he made some comments about the sci-fi, fantasy, comic book genre and culture as a whole, which I would describe as insensitive at best.
I'm agnostic on Stan Lee. I don't read comic books. I didn't even read them when I was a child. What I was saying is a culture that thinks that comic books and comic book movies are profound meditations on the human condition is a dumb f***ing culture. And for people to like get mad at that just proves my point.
Now, I would never suggest Bill Maher stop doing comedy just because he has a negative take on a subject that I'm biased towards. However, I don't feel you have a united consensus on this one, bruh. Wakanda forever! You never want to emulate or take on the rhetoric of those that you don't want to be like or don't like or rail against. One of my chief beefs with the current occupant in the White House is the fact that when stuff happens to him, he say it hurts the country. No, dude, it hurts you. Don't put us in the same camp that you're in. Just because something that you are not into, something you can't get with, that you are not about, doesn't mean everybody else share your opinion. Especially since Bill Maher is known for railing against those who try to conform people and categorize people into a box that they think they should be in according to their own particular values and what they think.
You'll have me coming. I'll be the judge of that.
And when you're doing that, you're pretty much judging people. Just because sci-fi doesn't conform to just sticking with regular stories of the past, present, and future, that it expands to an outer universe using your imagination, doesn't mean it's any less relevant. Of course, in your mind, you can use your imagination to visualize what the words you're reading says. Me, I'm an artist. As far as picture books and comic books, I just believe that adding art just enhances those experiences. Magazine covers, comic strips, and newspapers, just because it's in cartoon form doesn't mean it's childish. It's not the medium. There are cartoons aimed at adults. There are costumes, of course, aimed at adults. But you have options. You can be sensitive to other people, but don't let what other people say dictate how you should feel about things that make you happy. You do you, I do me. Let everybody celebrate things that they're into and they're passionate about in their own way. You don't have to do it in a conservative way based on what they deem is appropriate or inappropriate. And of course, this is just my humble opinion. Whichever way you choose, do it boldly, do it proudly. I had a lot of people say, hey, I want to go to Comic-Con. I'm afraid to do it. Can I go to that? Something like that. If you look into one of these events, going to the world fearless, I'm pretty sure Bill Maher won't be there, so you don't have to worry about someone judging you. Mind you, first time I went to Comic-Con, all I had was a dishwashing glove, a dish glove, that I said it was the Infinity Gauntlet, and they showed me love. Because that's what it's all about. People laughing with you, not laughing at you. Go there and take your kids, even if you need to use your kids as an excuse for you to see some comic book characters and see stuff from your favorite TV shows, whether you're coming from a fan base or want to see your favorite novels. I'm not saying everybody's of like mind there, but it's a camaraderie that goes from being in a place where you get to see stuff you like, stuff on TV, or if you want to discuss topics in an environment where other people are as enthusiastic about these things as you are. On my Instagram page, which coincides with this channel, I have a picture that I labeled a nice night. Reason being, it's a guy in a very impressive Batman suit, which this dude, somebody need to get him a job at a production studio, reciprocating something he enjoys doing and by sharing it with others. I'm pretty sure that little kid, when he becomes an adult, will remember this experience and probably want to do the same. Notably, a lot of these cosplay organizations involve themselves in community engagement. Something I try to achieve with this channel is trying to create a dialogue about movie trailers. That's something I'm really into. I would encourage you to comment and join the discussion. There are going to be more events in 2019. We just had LibCon, which was at the library showcasing artwork, whether it's Swamp Con, Awesome Con, Motor Con, Dragon Con. I can con for days. It's anything you like. All in all, the basis for this shout out is for this community.
What's some other ones y'all been to?
Tampa Bay Comic Con, Megacon, Orlando, Supercon, yeah.
Y'all be putting the professionals to shame.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Y'all got some nice costumes.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We work pretty hard.
Enough said. I'm gonna leave you with the old school hip hop video. Until the next time, I'm gonna say peace. And peace to you, Bill Maher.
Still on the borderline is surely like this. Approaching of a UMC is purely hypeness. So I mention it again and again. It's not necessary. Those who comprehend my message very clearly, but not along the way of translucent. Throw your hands up for the man's up who sent invaders on my fruit basket to a casket, meaning done away. See the flocks run away. So as a UMC, I ask myself, who could be the leaders, resembling the stars out of fall? Well, it's you, Hodge G. And that's to find the coolness in me. At a whim, who would freeze blue cheese? Spin a 360 on a runway stop and hear many more than just one set. UNIDRSAL. Go on, cause we gave them all one thought to grow on. Apprehend my method. My method is apparent. I see clearly this world's transparent. So I'll reach down deep, deliver salvation to the hands of the weak, the meek, the mild, then tame the wild. Cause that's how I'm styled, the wizard of rhyme. My symbol is AU, and layman's term goes, so watch me shine through. A new zoo review coming right at you, and you, Kim is coming through. I grow on because my strength is that of two. If rhymes are bold, the beat must be my crew. A mental ingredients, all of which is alarming, not harming, better said disarming. Yes, I disarm you, I neutralize your weaponry to make it more appropriate to deal with me, and then I give you one to grow on.
I think that I can express it better to you if I sang it for you. Personally, with your washing machine, you jump so high that you touch the sky.
Grow on this when you're feeling kinda small. Grow on this to get through life all. Grow on this to have fun for the creators. Grew and grew, and when the time came, played the old flow short. Now awaken to the port of authority. You and I versus the majority is what we're looking at here. At the count of three, let's hit a UMC cheer. Grow on this to make your life seem great. Grow on this and take control of your fate. Grow on this until you finally understand. Grew and grew when other boys are you, man. Go sit beside the shoreline, think about your woes. Read the whips and waves, identify your foes. Then realize in this instance of existence, there's great resistance to the minds that mix this. Yes, I've made things known, but then again I'm on the down low. That's obvious because my methods show that I rule on three planes of reality. Universally, mystically, conceptually. Then in due time, you may find that I'm living in the world of my design, and I give you one to grow on.